What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another post game here on Mets Central. And the Mets complete the sweep over the Boston Red Sox by beating them 8-3. Before we get into the game recap, please be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans, and turn on your notifications so you know I upload or go live on the channel. What an electric night it was at Citi Field, and the Mets continue to get the job done. And I will say, still, it really freaking drives me insane, I won't lie here, of how much the offense just scores in bunches. It really grinds my gears, to be honest with you. But again, like I've been saying the past few games, if they're going to keep winning, I will take it however it comes. So for right now, I won't sit here and complain. But if it results in them losing all of a sudden, and, you know, this is the pattern that continues to go on, that's when I'm going to start to get annoyed. But regardless, again, the Mets get the job done. Tylor Megill on the mound tonight. You're probably thinking a scheduled loss, and I honestly was. Like, I went to this game. I willingly spent money to go to this game and was thinking, if they win, great. It's going to take a lot of help from the offense, but this is probably more likely a loss. Like, it was a fun 6-game win streak, but this is probably where it goes down the drain a bit. But now they're on a 7-game heater. Now they are 8-2 in their last 10. Start the homestand 3-0, facing the Reds, which I predicted the Mets would beat the Red Sox 2-1 in the series and then sweep the Reds. If they want to sweep the Reds, that would be very nice. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't know. It's very hard to go 6-0 in a homestand. But if they do that, I mean, and they don't pass the Braves at that point, then I'm just, quite frankly, going to be very pissed off, because it's just like, what more do they have to do at that rate? But regardless, again, they jumped early, and it's really what kept them in check. Tylor Megill did not give you the best start. Like, it's really unfortunate what you got, but thank goodness there's an off day tomorrow, because they needed this, and it allowed Carlos Mendoza to manage this game in, quite honestly, a weird way. I don't love the way Carlos Mendoza went about managing parts of this game, but it's just like I said with, I've said it with games before, and especially the game against the Diamondbacks where they ended up blowing it. I was like, you be too cute with the bullpen and win, fine, no one's gonna remember it. But if you're being too cute and it results in a loss, that's when we have some problems here. But it didn't result in a loss. Let's talk about the game, though. Bottom of the first, 1-2-3 inning for Tylor Megill, which was nice. Like, he actually had himself a very good start to the game. Bottom of the first, Lindor, single, MVP chance for him. Nimmo walks, Vientos with a single. Alonso strikes out, which that's been a theme of his with runners in scoring position, or just runners on base in general, unfortunately. Jesse Winker, though, grand slam 4-0. Vibes are at a high, and Houck looked like he was struggling. Unfortunately, though, Taylor and McNeil ground out back-to-back to end the inning. But still, you're up 4-0 after the first inning on this team. Tylor Megill, it was hard for him to fuck up that good of a start, in my opinion, which he almost did. He was really close to doing that. But top of the second inning, back-to-back flyouts from O'Neill and Yoshida. Casas walks, and then Wong strikes out. We go to the bottom of the second, where the Mets go down order. Third inning, Tylor Megill again. And the thing that worried me with Megill, though, I will say, I know I was saying he wasn't looking terrible with some of those innings, but he was allowing a bit of hard contact, and it eventually caught up. The third inning, Valdez with a single, Sogard with a single, Duran with a double, 4-1. Devers with a sacrifice fly, 4-2, and then Abreu with a sacrifice fly, 4-3. Strikes out O'Neill to end the inning, so avoids what I really thought when Tyler O'Neill went to the plate. I really thought the worst, but again, maybe I just got to think. I got to think bad. I got to think bad, and the good will happen, maybe. I don't know if that's how it's working, but regardless, yeah. Ends up getting out of a jam there, which he still... It was just such a weird start, because Tylor Megill, we're so accustomed to him just walking the ballpark versus him allowing too much hard contact. Like, his last start really didn't allow a lot of hard contact. It's just command issues, and that's really what sucked about it. But Tonight really wasn't that. It was more just the fact that he was allowing hard contact. Bottom of the third, Mets go down in order. Top of the fourth, Yoshida pops out. Casas hits into a ground out. Wong with a single, and then Wong ends up getting picked off as he was sleeping there between the base pass, which Pete, I thought was going to fuck that up. Bottom of the fourth inning, the Mets strike out. All three guys strike out, go down in order. Fifth inning, a single from Valdez, and they yank Miguel right out of the game. I am fine with it. Sogard flies out as Alex Young comes in. Duran with a single. Devers hits into a double play. Inning over. Bottom of the fifth, Alvarez strikes out. Bader pops out. Lindor with a double. More MVP chance for him. Nimmo with a single. Vientos grounds out. We go to the sixth inning where Ref Snyder walks because they tried to give Alex Young a couple more batters. I don't like it. But this is where my first head-scratching decision, or what I thought was a head-scratching decision, was from Carlos Mendoza. He elects to go to Brazoban in the sixth inning. You have the off day. I felt, use your best guys against their best hitters. I know it's early, but I am willing to go to Phil Maton there to go out there and get, especially the runner on, and get their best hitters. I wanted Reed Garrett potentially. I wanted somebody of that caliber. But to Brazoban's credit, after a walk he allowed to O'Neill, and that at bat really scared me, and some hard contact from Yoshida, he gets a double play from Casas to end the inning. Fine. Bottom of the sixth, Mets go down order after Houck is pulled from the game. Seventh inning, Connor Wong with a single. Valdez strikes out. Danny Young then comes into the game, and he gets a double play from Gonzalez. We go to the bottom of the seventh, where McNeil gets on from, or almost got on from an error. Tries to, I don't know what he was doing. Like, he stopped in the middle of the base paths and tried to go up for a second. Didn't work out. Got gone down there. Regardless, so Alvarez with a single. Bader lines out. Lindor grounds out. We go to the eighth inning, where again, going for a little bit more from Danny Young, and it worked. Like, Danny Young has looked really freaking good lately. Man, do I miss Brooks Raley still. I won't lie, still miss Brooks Raley, but how sick would it be to have the two of them back there as the lefties in this pen? And he gets 2 outs. At that point, this is where I really despise certain decision making, because at that point, just leave Danny Young in. To me, he's looking comfortable. He got a righty out before. Why not roll the dice there on letting him try to get Ref Snyder out, who was going out up there looking for a bunt with 2 outs, by the way. And if it wasn't going to be him, I'm like, all right, I could live with Maton, but I'd prefer Diaz to just get the 4 out save at that point. But fine, go to Maton. But Maton struggled today, allowed 2 singles, but he did get a line out from Yoshida to end the inning. So got in trouble, got out of it. But again, some head scratching decisions. And I'm seeing Adam Ottavino warm up during that inning. Get the fuck out of here. Why? I don't know. Again, I shouldn't be complaining because they ended up just annihilating the Boston Red Sox this series, and they're winning games. I shouldn't be nitpicking these things, but they are things that do worry me, because there are nights where, you know, you manage like that and it could really backfire, but it worked out. It worked out to Mendoza's credit. Bottom of the eighth inning, Jensen, or Kenley Jansen comes in to pitch, walks Nimmo. Vientos with a single. Alonso tries to work a walk, but strikes out. Winker walks. Tyrone Taylor walks in a run, 5-3. Rich Hill coming in at the age 78, and he allows a walk to Jeff McNeil, allows a walk to Alvarez, sacrifice fly from Bader, and all of a sudden you look at the scoreboard and it's 8-3. I'm watching Rich Hill throw 70-mile-per-hour sweepers on the mound, barely touching the high 80s with his heater. But I don't know. It was funny to me. But regardless, Lindor lines out to end the inning. And then Edwin Diaz comes in to pitch, walks Casas, and then gets a strikeout from Wong. Valdez pops out. Gonzalez strikes out. And I am glad Mendoza brought Diaz in, because let him get work with the off day. You need to do that. Completely fine with it. Mets get the job done, win the game. And now tomorrow, off day, and now you have an opportunity here to go into Friday with some rest, and you got Sean Manai on the mound, a game that you are looking to hopefully get the job done. And then, unfortunately, Quintana pitches, which that, of course, always scares me. But, yeah, Friday I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to balance that deal, because the Mets right now are must watch, but it's also week 1 for my football team. So it's like, I don't know. It's going to be a little hard to balance that out. I'll be very honest with you guys, but I will do my best there, of course. And if not, Matt could always cover the post game if I'm not as dialed in, because I'll be honest with you. I love what the Mets are doing right now, but I don't know. Football, week 1 of football is also a little, you know what I'm saying. But regardless, we'll see how that goes. In terms of more content, we are going to be doing a podcast tomorrow. At what time? I am not entirely sure yet, but at some point tomorrow, we'll do a podcast. I apologize for not doing one after the White Sox series. Just didn't have time to do that. So we will get it done, though, of course, for this the next 2 series coming up. We will get the podcast going. But that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know I upload or go live next. And I'll see you guys in the next one.